Welcome to the Real Film Nerds
Harvest Horror Fest.
Okay, welcome everybody. Guess who's hosting once again? It's Mike. We have a bonus Harvest Horror Fest episode. Is that what we're saying, Matt?
Dude, it's whatever you want. This is your program. I still prefer Turkey Horror Fest, but
all right, Turkey Horror Fest. Okay.
Well, what's a turkey whore? That's like a turkey that gets eaten a lot.
I don't know.
It's a turkey that makes it to many different Thanksgiving tables.
It's a turkey that gets around.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
all right.
We know they spread their legs completely off their body.
That's very true.
Delicious.
Yeah. We're always looking for that wishbone. All right.
Definitely some kind of bone.
Okay, Matt. Well, let's get back on track here. We're going to do our final Harvest Horror Fest movie, Heretic, and I was excited to review this one, Matt. And I think it's going to be interesting. I don't know what you felt about it. It sounds like your theater was full, so that's probably pretty good. Mine was not too full, but all right. So first impressions, Matt. What do you think?
I don't know if I'd call it like full, but there was definitely several people, but there was only one showing on Thursday, opening night, or preview night as they call it in the biz. Overall, I thought Heretic was pretty decent. It's more of a thriller than a horror film. The acting was absolutely incredible. Cinematography was really well done. Not super nuts about the story. I liked elements of the story, but overall, I could have taken it or leaving it, left it, whatever. I can't speak today. I don't know them English words, but no, I mean it was a decent watch. It was okay. It was a thinking man's movie, and I enjoy thinking man's movies, so I enjoyed that aspect of it. It was kind of like a one-room play in a lot of ways because it takes place in one location 95% of the film, so that was cool. Yeah, I'd say it was a pretty decent thriller / psychological horror movie or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'd say it was pretty good.
Yeah. I enjoyed the different aspects of it. I think we probably will share some of the same criticisms of it, but it was well done, and it was just kind of like a play, like really just a one room, well, kind of two rooms, very close proximity thing, and just a couple characters. We really only had 4 characters that we saw in this movie, and 3 of them are our main characters, and then there's one extra character who I'm not even sure why he's in this movie.
Well, I would say there's more than that. 5, technically 6, maybe.
Oh, okay. All right.
Technically.
Yeah.
But yeah, are you talking about Topher Grace?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it just minimally, just trying to prove that, yes, the church did care about the missing young ladies. But yeah, that's might be wavering into spoiler territory there.
All right. Well, Matt, I forgot to say this is episode number 399.
Is it 399? Jesus.
Yeah, of the Real Film Nerds podcast.
I didn't even look it up. Wow,
Yeah.
that tells you how much I'm a slacker. I was too busy working on my Roku.
Well, yeah, dude, 399. Next episode's 400, dude. We have talked at each other for 397 episodes. Good Lord.
Yeah, because you didn't come on until 4?
Episode 3, I think.
Yeah. That's a lot of fucking talking, Mike.
It is a lot of talking.
You need to cut it out. Jesus.
For sure.
Well, is it weird, though, that our biggest fan base is on YouTube?
No, probably not, since YouTube's like the biggest streaming thing on the entire planet.
Do you think we're going to have to get to the point where we're going to have to do video again?
Did we ever do video?
Yeah, we did video, but not during the podcast. We did it for that one promotion. You remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Where we did that collab where he had us talk for the movies for what, like 2 or 3 minutes for a segment on his podcast?
Yeah, that was a pain.
It was a giant pain in the butt, especially since you were having to disguise your voice and your face and your body, and you basically looked like the Unabomber every week, and it was embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's no good. No bueno.
So next time you'll just be an animated character. You'll have to hire someone to draw an animated character for you.
No, I'll just do the AI, dude. I can just have a virtual avatar. No problem.
Can you do the do they still have those on the Apple iPhones?
No, not the iPhone, man. They have like all this stuff where you can have like you can puppet a. There's entire YouTubers who are completely made up.
Maybe we should do that. No, because I really don't want to like have to go through the bullshit of YouTube, man. I really don't. Like, because you know how I do it now is it uploads to our hosting site, and then our hosting site pushes it out to everything else.
Yeah, no, YouTube, we'd need to record in 4K and have it down res or at least 1080p, and then lots of editing stuff. Matt, you would hate it.
Dude, I have to edit too much as it is. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, but imagine video edits. Ugh.
I've done video edits, man. You remember I used to do video back in the day when I worked at the paper. I got forced into it, and video is very different than stills.
Yeah. Video sure is, dude. And it's just a lot of time. So
yeah, I mean, yes and no. Video's more about like just capturing stuff. It doesn't matter how good or bad it is. It's just having it. Where still imagery is all about getting the peak, shot in one photograph to tell the complete story in 1 or 2 photographs. That's why it's so much better. So much better, Mike.
It's a dying medium. I'm sorry, man.
Hey, you shut your hole.
I still take lots of pictures.
Yeah, I bet you do, but not with the camera I gave you.
That's true. Not with the camera.
Hater.
So I just don't always have it in my pocket.
Well, you can always carry it in your car.
I could.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't go anywhere. All I go for in my car is like to work and home.
Well, then what the hell is your excuse then? If you don't go anywhere, then your camera's right there.
That's right. It is right there. I just need to have it charged. Batteries. One more thing. One more damn thing to have charged.
Oh, Jesus, Mike.
That's my biggest complaint about batteries. There's so many things. So many things.
So when you're out here for Thanksgiving, are you going to go on the Pink Jeep tours? I'm calling you out now. Right on the air.
Oh, I think we're going to skip it, dude.
Wah, wah. I knew you were going to skip it because you can't do anything fun. You're not allowed anymore.
Well, we just, we want to spend time with you, man.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit.
Well, back to this movie we're reviewing, Heretic.
Let me guess. You want me to do the rundown now?
It'd be good. It'd be good. We got real off topic with some turkey horror and pink Jeeps.
Would you prefer a green Jeep tour?
Well, yeah, green would be better.
Hell yeah, it would be. The only problem is I only can shove 4 people in my vehicle. Right now, I can't put a seat. I don't have the seat in it, but I could figure it out.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
It'd be fun. I got a better Jeep than those pink Jeeps, anyways. So, all right, here we go, Mike.
Yep.
I'm already losing my voice. Hold on. Let me take a sip of my beverage. Here, entertain the folks.
Oh, okay. All right. Matt's taking a wonderful sip of one of his carbonated, I think, alcoholic drinks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so Heretic, directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods. It is also written by Scott Beck and Brian Woods. It stars Hugh Grant, Sophie Thatcher, Chloe East, Topher Grace, Elle Young, Julie Lynn Mortensen, Elle McKinnon, Haley Hansen, and only like a handful of other people that they don't even have pictures on IMDb, so I will not read their names. Heretic is about two young religious women are drawn into a game of cat and mouse in the house of a strange man. That is a freaking horrible description. What is the other one? There has to be a better one than that.
Dude, that one's pretty bad.
Nope, there is not a better one either.
Wow, that's pretty bad. I wouldn't say that at all. I think I would just say some Mormon, like...
Well, they didn't want to use
mission-
the word Mormon, clearly, or else they would have put it.
I guess religious missionaries knock on the wrong door. I don't know, man. Like...
I would definitely say Mormons, yeah.
All right.
I would keep the Mormons in there. Because, dude, that's what they do.
Mormons and the J-dubs.
Door knockers knock on the wrong door.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways.
That and the J-dubs. I had a J-dub hit me up the other day.
J-dub, you mean Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah.
No, dude, you don't call them J-dubs.
Yeah, dude.
No, you know what they're called, Mike.
What are they called, man?
You don't know this? J-hos. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, J-hos. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, well. I get at least 2 or 3 letters a month from J-hos, so.
I get a letter every once in a while, but I get more door knockers. There were some people the other day.
One of the benefits of being busy and working a job where I have to go to places and go to the office, and then when I do things for fun, is that I'm never home. So they can knock all they want. There's nobody home.
Yeah, there's just Alexa there to meet them.
Yep.
It's like, hello, Matt is not home right now. Please leave a message. He'll be back with you when he's home.
You have 30 seconds to vacate the property before the M60 machine guns start firing. No, I would never do that. Although it does look like a military compound with my new fence. It's hilarious. I love it. It's great. Best fence fucking ever.
Just need to get a strafing laser beam, dude, and you'll be good.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, dude. Get drone patrol above my house. Mm-hmm.
Yes, oh man, it would be really funny if you launched drones as soon as someone rang your doorbell. Like
you see all these drones take off from the backyard, start flying around. It's funny. So, all right, Mike. Well, I think we can't talk about this movie much more than we already have. Did you give your first impressions? No, you need to give yours. That's where I screwed up.
Yeah, I liked it. I think I expected a little bit more from it, but I did like seeing Hugh Grant as a bad guy, and I thought he did an amazing job. Yeah, because he's like a likable bad guy. He doesn't seem like he's, I don't know, deranged or mischievous.
Bullshit. He comes off the block right off the bat, right when they start coming in the house that he's deranged.
All right, well, maybe, but anyway, I enjoyed the setup of this. I don't think I expected some of the stuff that went down in the end, which was, that was good because usually, I've seen it all, right? This was definitely different. So I think I enjoyed that aspect of it. I thought it was really smartly written for a lot of the beginning part. The dialogue kind of drops off towards the end, but yeah. The acting from the two other main characters, the two Mormon missionaries, I thought they did great. So I didn't think they were, I don't know, some of these horror movies, some of the actors, especially in some of these like sequels of some of these movies we've been watching, they're pretty terrible, but these ones were pretty good.
Mike, are you talking ill about Friday the 13th?
I'm just saying the last Friday the 13th we watched, man. Woo. That
Dude,
was rough.
You try and act your way out of a porta-john while singing with your girlfriend on the outside. That was a phenomenal job.
Sure. Oh man, I'm
going to call up Mags and I'll be like, Mags, next time Mike is dropping a deuce, can you stand outside the bathroom door and sing with him? I know the stench might make you pass out. Just try and do it for 30, 40 seconds until you just fall over. Just don't hit your head.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, that's a pretty random scene. I know that really stuck out to you because you're like, what the? Why would he do that while he's crapping?
It makes no sense to me. That's my time. I don't want to have a fucking duet while I'm dropping a deuce. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, seriously, I need to do a poll. I need to do a poll on the radio and have people call in and say, hey, I've heard of singing in the shower. Do you sing when you take a shit with your wife? Or girlfriend? Or significant other or partner, whatever the fuck I'm supposed to use to be PC.
Partner, probably.
Partner. All right, I'm going with partner.
Right. All right, dude. I think with that, we should probably get to what are you drinking this fine morning, evening, afternoon?
Well, Mike, you nailed it. I am drinking, an alcoholic beverage. I am drinking a cherry-flavored Truly, also known as a road soda.
Okay.
In
Awesome.
my Jeep group. Yeah.
Well, I am recovering from a stomach flu or stomach bug, whatever, and I'm drinking water because my stomach's still a little bit iffy.
I figured you'd be drinking, like, Mylanta.
No, man, like it was...
Or Kaopectate.
It was rough. It was rough.
Or the pink juice.
Oh, yeah. Pepto.
Yep.
No, but stomach's not fully recovered, and I'm still not eating like I normally would, man. So
what I find
reduced.
hilarious is that you never, ever got sick, and now you're sick, like, all the time.
Well, I guess that's kids, the beauty of kids.
You're just getting paid back for all those years of never being sick growing up as kids.
Well, I used to get a little bit sick when I was a kid every once in a while, but...
Yeah, but have you ever had a stomach flu? I don't ever. Really?
When I was a kid, yeah.
All right. Now, when you're in there, evacuating... Mags comes up and starts singing lullabies.
Oh, yeah. That's how you fall asleep, man.
You don't want to fall asleep on the toilet because what if she needs to go to the bathroom? That's the problem, Mike.
Well, there's two toilets. We just have to fight them off because we got the kids, so we just have to push them out of the way and take over.
Or is it like Bridesmaids, where you just grab the kid and throw him in the sink?
That's it, dude.
The visuals on that just made me start laughing really bad. Oh God.
Such a great scene in that movie. Such a great scene.
It's like lava. Okay, I'll stop. That scene is so funny, though. Why is it that we find farting and like shitting ourselves so funny? Like, even I'm 40 fucking threes. It just turned 43 years old, and it's still as funny as it's ever been my whole life. I don't get it. It's just hilarious.
I don't know, but my son finds it very hilarious. We sing him songs, and he usually is like, "Can you add some poop into it?"
Nice. Okay, all right, Mike. I will move on with your favorite segment. Speaking of your son, Mike, what is this week's incredible dad joke?
I got dad jokes. I don't think they understand though. Gotta think I'm funny. Other people never laugh though. Dad jokes.
Oh yes. So, why did the banana go to the doctor?
Because he was singing while he was taking a poop?
No, that's a regular theme. It wasn't peeling well.
Gross. That's just crossing a line, Mike.
Oh, that's the line?
No.
Right there is the line.
No, there is no line. Not on this podcast.
Okay, good.
So, all right, Mike, now the most important question. I don't know. Was this a hard one? Is this not a hard one? Maybe it was. There's not many people in this film. Mike, how does Heretic relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Yeah, there's not a lot of people in the film. So I had to dig down a little bit. I got down to the composer, Chris Bacon. He has worked on a couple Marvel movies in the music department. He worked on Doctor Strange in the Multiverse, and he worked on one more, The Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Please tell me you looked up to see his relation to Kevin Bacon.
No, I didn't.
Mike, you know I was going to ask that.
7 degrees of bacon, right? We're like, is that only 1 degree away?
This is starting to sound like only one. If he's like a cousin or something, yeah, that's only one.
Maybe. I don't know. But what an interesting game.
Well, all right, Mike, since you're not doing it, I guess I'll do it. You know, we are now past our little section, so now we can spoil the film. We have about 10 minutes or so of spoilers, so make it good, damn it.
All right, Matt. So I enjoyed the stuff about the Mormon stuff. I think I'd seen some of that stuff before. I liked when Hugh Grant's character challenged the missionaries, like on their beliefs and stuff, and like was quoting and showing different things. Like I thought that was pretty interesting because he was trying to like beat them intellectually.
I was trying to figure out if you're going to find that interesting or offensive, because I am not sure how religious you are anymore or not.
Oh no, I didn't find it offensive. I found it interesting. And then, you know, as it progresses and stuff, and then they get to the choice of, you know, their, they believe, what was it? Believe or
Disbelief.
Disbelief.
Those
And
are the
I
two
like-
choices. Yeah. On the doors.
And it led to the same place,
Right.
which, you know, I guess is telling of where things are going to go in this movie. But, yeah, I like that. I liked the stuff with the, I guess, the miracle or whatever. I thought that was interesting of how he pulled that off.
They called it. Did he call it a miracle? I don't. I guess I don't remember what exactly he called it. Resurrection.
I think he called it a miracle.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a pretty good movie. The one character who ends up, I guess, escaping.
That's one of the biggest questions I have, Mike.
She had to really put together a bunch of stuff to get out of there. And I don't know if she really made it, right?
Well, that's the question. Like, this is where the thinking man's kind of thing comes in. So, not to ruin the end of the movie, but we have to talk about it. So, she clearly was stabbed by Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
And then the other girl came back to life and finished off Hugh Grant, I guess you would say, because the other girl, like, injured him, but didn't kill him. And she clearly killed him. And so then she escapes and she climbs out a window or something in the basement back of the home, right?
Yeah.
And it is now, quote unquote, daytime, but yet there's no snow on the ground, and it was clearly a blizzard. And it's sunshiny, and she's feeling the radiance, and then this butterfly comes and lands on her finger. So my mom's interpretation, which I'm sure I'll be talking about here after Mike and I are done, is that she died and went to heaven, and that's her in heaven, and that's her friend flying on the finger.
Oh.
I am trying to think if she made it out or not, But if she did make it out, I still think the butterfly flying would have been her friend, because that's what her friend said it was. If she died, she wanted to come back as a butterfly, and how she let everybody know was by landing on their finger, right? Not on her hand, on the finger.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Mike? Did she live? Did she die? Is she heaven? Is she in hell? Like, what's going on here?
I think she probably died from her injuries. She might have gotten out, but then the weather was so bad too, and then she was injured, and she didn't have proper clothing.
Well, the other thing too is that he said the back of the house was on the side of a hill or something, but clearly it's a town. There's no other homes. She's walking in this beautiful field with lots of sunshine. So I think she died.
Yeah. She probably did. But they likely ended his reign of terror. But also probably all those other people died because they might not have found him forever.
Oh, are you talking about the religious zealots? His
what did he call
followers?
Them? Yeah,
they called them followers. Yeah. Because he basically made what it sounds like. He didn't really go into it much in the film. Is he basically created his own religion? But how and what aspects of that, I'm not sure. But it was enough to convince women to do everything for him.
I think what it was is I think he had people knocking on his door all the time, and he convinced, like, he would pick one or only take one.
Kill the other one.
And then he would, like, basically get him to a point where they were reliant on him.
Well, and it was all women, but I mean, I'm sure there was other people. But see, Mike, if he kept doing it, the church would know, though.
Yeah, but I don't think it was all just Mormon. I think this particular group was Mormon, but I think he was an equal opportunity religion taker.
Well, yeah, you can tell that based on how he was approaching religion in general.
Yeah.
When he was trying to outsmart the girls, I guess you would say.
Yeah. So that's what I interpreted that is, but I don't know, man. There's a lot of questions. This is a thinking movie, right?
I think so.
There's not as many answers as there are questions, I guess. So to me, in my mind, I thought he'd been doing this for a while, and those are people that he had gotten, like, and one of them survived, or if there were two, or if there was just one, I don't know. So.
And you don't feel that he really gave him a choice? Like, or do you think he just sat there and worked on them until they caved and broke and were like, okay, I'll be your follower?
I think he worked on them until they caved and broke and kept them, starved them and, all the things to basically break a person. So I think he was real devious. It was interesting in the movie. There was that drip in his roof or whatever.
Yeah, that was quite odd.
What do you think that was about? Because they focus on it in the movie. I'm like, is this supposed to mean something?
They focused on it a few different times. Yeah, I didn't understand. I just kept thinking, wow, he needs to get that taken care of. That's going to be a real mold problem.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking very logically as well. Like, and like his little door system. Wow, that seemed complicated with popping off this thing and doing this thing and doing that. Like, he definitely had the house very on lockdown.
Well, yeah, he didn't want people getting out. And I just let it be a lesson that if you're a young anyone, male, female, whatever, make sure that door, doesn't lock behind you.
Oh, yeah. Man. Yeah. And he knew the rules too. Like, oh, my wife's just baking a pie. And you saw that in the trailer, but oh, man. That was and then he disappears and moves their bikes. Oh, that was pretty.
Yeah, they didn't really show that though, but they talked about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he put the key in the one that he knew like basically the one he had picked. Like, I feel like...
You think so? Because, I mean, he said...
Yeah, I think he took out
Okay.
the one that he thought would be a problem. Like, because she was stronger-willed.
Yeah.
And so he eliminated her.
Well, and maybe that's also how he knew she had that birth control in her arm, like other than seeing the scar, obviously, earlier. But he was like, oh, this is a girl that thinks for herself, does what she wants. She's not following the line like all the other Mormons, you know?
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, just a thought.
Maybe. But anyway, he had, for whatever reason, he had identified her as the one to not make it. And he chose the other one. That's why he put the key in her pocket.
Well, but the girl that the blonde-haired, red-haired girl, whatever, she said you screwed up and put it in the wrong pocket. So her perception was that he put it back in the wrong pocket. But you're saying it was intentional.
I think it was intentional because he knew the order of events. Like, would she have tried to go into the door with her lock on it without the lock being on there?
Good question. I mean, I think she was trying to get out no matter what, and there was no other way out. You know, she couldn't go back. She had to go forward.
Okay. Well, anyway, I thought it was in there on purpose. I thought that wasn't a mistake.
Okay.
He had realized what he was going to do.
Gotcha. So all right,
Anyway,
Mike. Well,
Thinking Man's movie. Oh, as far as like the Harvest Horror Fest stuff, there's no boobs.
no,
I guess there's a beast.
kind of.
And there's very little blood. A little bit.
I wouldn't say very little. I mean, when there's murderings going on, it's quite gory.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I didn't feel like it was that bad.
It wasn't over the top
'Cause
like
it was
your typical
dark.
horror film, right?
Yeah, it was dark and there's more sound effects, I feel like.
But
But
all right,
all
Mike,
right. So blood and beast, no boobs.
which is disappointing.
Mm-hmm. Would have helped you think, Matt. Would have helped you think.
Yeah. Well, I would have enjoyed it more. I mean, maybe I would have broke it out in song. God, I can't get over that. Anyways. Okay, Mike. Well, since this is your favorite thing in the world, why don't you give your rating first?
All right, so I'm gonna give Heretic a 3 out of 5 reels. It was a decent movie. It is a psychological kind of thriller horror movie, and I like that about it. But I was expecting a little bit more, so 3 out of 5.
Only a 3 out of 5. Wow. Well, I gave it more than you.
Oh wow.
Not by much. I just give it a 3.5.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, Mike. So what are we going to review next week? Why don't you tell our wonderful listeners about that?
It's this movie called Red One. It's got The Rock in it, and who else? Is it a sequel?
No. No.
Is it?
It is
I don't.
Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, Lucy Liu, J.K. Simmons.
Okay.
Lots of interesting people. Nick Kroll is in it. Huh. Wow.
Oh, okay.
All
All
right.
right. Is this a Netflix movie?
No.
Or
No, it's in the theaters.
okay, but like, who made this? I feel like it's a Netflix movie.
It is not a Netflix movie.
Okay.
Hold on. Amazon. Amazon
Ah.
MGM.
Okay.
Yeah. I wonder if it's coming out on Amazon on the same day. I doubt it.
No, for this one, they're probably releasing it to the theater.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
then-
coming to the theaters. I know that
well,
for a fact.
but then they'll have it on the streaming like a little bit later.
It's directed by Jake Kasdan.
Okay. Well, I don't know anything about this movie. I just know that it had stars, and it's really the only thing coming out. There's not a lot coming out lately.
Well, I mean, he's directed Jumanji: The Next Level and Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. He directed Fresh Off the Boat. He directed Sex Tape. So, yeah, he's directed Bad Teacher.
That's a great
Walk
movie.
Hard, the Dewey Cox Story. So he's directed some good comedies. Grosse Point. Directed Freaks and Geeks. He directed Orange County. The movie.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Not the TV show. So, yeah. This will be a fun one, Mike. It's a comedy. It's supposed to be a comedy. It's an action comedy, adventure, satire, holiday comedy. So I think it's a little early personally for a Christmas movie already. I think we should wait until at least December, but you know what? It's out. We're going to go see it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm not kidding when I say, Matt, on November 1st, people in my neighborhood had Christmas lights up.
Oh, dude, I'm sure. People here were doing it freaking before Halloween.
Wow.
But okay, do you want me to read you the synopsis so you know? You should probably watch the trailer.
I probably should, but, sometimes it's better I go in blind. I like it sometimes not knowing.
Oh, after Santa Claus is kidnapped, the North Pole's head of security must team up with the world's most infamous bounty hunter in a globe-trotting, action-packed mission to save Christmas.
Okay. Sounds ridiculous, so it should be fun.
Yeah, it's very ridiculous. It'll be a lot of fun.
Well, we have an experienced director, so that's good. And some good actors, so hopefully the script's okay.
I mean, it's not going to be any, Deadpool and Wolverine, but I think it'll be fun. It'll be a fun holiday movie. It's PG-13, so they'll probably get a little edgy.
Okay.
But,
well, cool.
All right, Mike, anything else you want to add for your very last 7th annual Harvest Horror Fest bonus edition Heretic film?
No. I guess the question is, if someone asked me, would I recommend to see it in the theater? I would say, yeah, if you like horror movies, this was pretty good in the theater. But I wouldn't tell you to run out and go see it. But if you like horror movies, this was good to see in the theater.
Well, it's paired with A24 is paired with what, Paramount, or is that Amazon?
I think Amazon.
Or is it Peacock?
But I'm not 100%. I think it's Amazon, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well, it'll be on that streaming service probably by the end of the year. I don't think it's a must-see in the theaters. If you want to go see a movie and you've already seen Venom, go see this. Or if you're a horror movie buff, go see this. But I liked Venom a little bit better than this. And I think I gave it the same rating. But it's just because I like Venom. So, but I was impressed. I'm not a huge fan of horror films. You know that. I don't hate them, but I don't love them like you. I respect them. This was a thinking man's film. I love thinking man's films. It was shot well. It was acted well. All around, it was a decent package. I think the story was kind of weak, but it wasn't terrible. There were good moments. So,
Yeah.
anyways, well, thanks everyone for listening to another incredible episode of the Real Film Nerds podcast. Harvest Horror Fest Season 7 is now closed. Mike will work on being the host for the next 11 months. No, probably not. But anyways, so I'll be back to the regularly scheduled program next week when we chat about Red One. Maybe we'll have a giveaway. I don't know. I haven't been contacted about any giveaways. We've had several. So, if you want to hit any of those up, I still got some codes for those. So anyways, don't forget to follow us on the Facebooks, the Twitters, the Instagrams. Yeah, I think that's it. So thanks again for listening, everyone. We will chat with you next week.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now go out and catch a movie.
Welcome, everybody, to Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies, episode 89, Heretic. Hi, Matt. Good evening, good day, good morning. Hi.
Well, I prefer it when you do it that way because then you know people listen to your podcast all hours of the day. Or maybe they don't. I don't know. I don't think people really listen to this, but it's fine.
They probably do. Well, I was looking forward to this because I really like Hugh Grant, and I didn't know how he was going to be as a creepy guy, but he was very well suited to this movie, I think. And the girls who played the missionaries, they were both just really good. This was a very interesting movie, not what I expected at all. But he did a lot of the talking in this movie, a lot of explanation of why he believed what he believed. Well, he didn't say what he believed. That you find out at the end. But anyway, there was a lot of dialogue between them. And I don't know. I felt like that was a bit maybe too much, but then it had to be, I guess, to get to that point. I don't feel like there were a bunch of jump scares. There were jump scares, but it wasn't like other movies that you would watch. It was very, you had to think more about what he was saying and then why was he doing what he was doing. Like he kept saying he had a wife and she was baking a blueberry pie, but he really didn't. Well, I mean, she wasn't there. And then the girls kept adding up clues. And then, oops, they found out the front door was locked and they couldn't get out. Then it starts getting creepier. Did you find it, that part creepy?
Well, I just don't understand why you're trying to compare a thriller to a horror film. They're very different. Thrillers do not have jump scares. Please don't talk over me. Thrillers do not have jump scares. They are psychological. They make you think and go, what if this, what if that? Yes, you are shaking your head for the audience because this is audio. I think that they probably were more freaked out before they found out that the door was locked. That just heightened it because, as you saw, you probably didn't because you couldn't read the screen. He turns around the candle and says, "Blueberry pie candle."
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
That's kind of a trigger right off the bat.
Yeah, that is. It is. And then the house with so many doors, which to me, it reminded me kind of Clue in a way,
How does it remind you of Clue? It has nothing to do with Clue. It's not silly. It's not fun. It's not goofy. It's not a whodunit.
No.
It's a thriller. How the fuck is this movie Clue?
No, I guess it's not. But anyway.
Well, tell me, how is it Clue?
No, it's not.
Tell me, how is it Clue?
Well, I just feel like they had to choose which door to exit. He told them they had to pick one or whatever.
Okay, so in the film Clue that was done in the 80s, there is a choice between two doors about religion in it then. I must have watched a very different Clue than you.
No, no. Sorry, I am wrong there. But it was still, a thriller that made you really think and really wonder, what he was doing, why, and how the girls were going to get out. I thought that was very good. And it was quite shocking when they chose a door. And, then, well, I don't know if I want to say all that, but then there was a wife, and there were some very
He
interesting.
never, ever called her his wife.
He never called her his wife? Oh, I thought he did. Oh, okay. Well, I was wrong there then. All righty.
Did you fall asleep through it?
No, not that I know of.
He said that he was going to, show them a miracle. And that
Right.
I don't remember the terminology he used, but he did not call her his wife.
Okay. I
It was a
thought
follower.
follower. Okay.
But I think he actually said the word Messiah or something along those words.
Okay.
But if you want to get specifics instead of describing the movie overall, then, I can go and look it up if you would like.
Oh, no, that's fine. I mean, it really does make you think. I guess I didn't realize the difference between a thriller and a horror movie. It had some horrifying things at the end, which I'm not going to talk about. But anyway, it was entertaining.
They called her a prophet. There you go. I looked it up.
Prophet. Oh, all righty.
Not wife, not Messiah, not
Okay.
girlfriend, not follower, prophet.
Okay. Prophet. Okay. Well, anyway. And there were some very interesting twists, which I am not going to talk about. I thought it was a good movie. Not what I expected, but and one thing I had that bothered me was when the fellow from their church came looking for them and stuff. I thought they knew specifically what house the girls went to, and it seems like he gave up. And really, when the guy
There
said,
were a list of homes, if you remember watching the film,
right,
where he knocked on multiple homes and asked if the girls were there. So yes, he did know that they went to one of said homes. He was trying to figure out how far along their mission they went.
right.
Did you just sleep through this movie?
No, I didn't. I would just say that maybe he might have walked around the house or something a little bit more. But anyway, that's all right. Well, that's all.
Well, why would he walk around the house in a blizzard, Mom? And why would he not trust someone in a small community saying that no, he hasn't seen the girls and they never made it here?
And they had bicycles, and one of the things I was wondering, that weren't there bicycles maybe out in front of the house? I don't remember that either.
Yeah, you missed that entire part then. Yeah, they even pointed it out. The girls even know. I mean, the bicycle lock was on the door and the key was in her coat. He, during one point when he said he was going to go check on his wife, ran outside, grabbed the bikes, moved them, undid the lock, and used that lock to lock one of the doors. Yeah, you missed it. That was a good 10-minute scene.
I must have been asleep. Okay. Well, I don't think I did very good at reviewing this movie then. I think you would enjoy it. It was entertaining.
Mom, what does it matter if it's good or bad? You're talking about your experience with the movie, right?
Yeah.
Are you getting paid any money?
No.
Okay. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yes, I am.
Then that's what it's all about. I don't understand why you have to say things like that.
Okay.
You fell asleep during it. Clearly, it wasn't as good as you thought it would have been if you fell asleep during it.
I can imagine I did. Yep. Anyway.
Or you don't remember. I don't know. I mean, these were big plot points that were in the film.
I probably nodded off. That's what I think. Anyway. And it was, 8 o'clock or something.
Maybe you should do that thing that you and I have talked about many times, that you probably should get at least 8 hours of sleep, especially since you're in your 80s.
Yeah, that is a good thought. Well, anyway, I thought it was good. I didn't think it was earth-shaking, but I thought it was good. The actors were very good. The sets were very interesting. And that's it.
So should people go see this in the theaters?
Yes, I think it would be good to see it in the theaters. I really do. I think it would heighten well, I don't know, the feeling, I guess, of the house and the whole thing. No, but that's me. Okay?
That's why people are listening, is they want to hear. I don't know how else to explain this to you. You keep saying, but that's me. Yes, that's the point of listening to someone else review it. They want to know what the fuck you think of it.
Yeah, I think you would see especially the house was just very interesting to me. So anyway,
Are you going to give us your rating then, or you just
yeah,
that's just the end of the podcast? I mean, Mom, this is your podcast. You're running the show here.
yes, I will give you my rating. 3.5 cookies is my view. It was good. I don't think it was spectacular, but it was good and it was worth a watch from my standpoint. So anyway, sorry I nodded off.
Mom,
Okay.
we know it's your standpoint. I don't know why you're adding that in. That's the point of people listening to you talk about the film, right? It's your opinion, it's your standpoint, it's your view. All the things you said, yes, we know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you're going to talk about the movie you're going to review next week, or is this your last podcast ever and you're not going to review any more movies?
No, we are going to see Red 1.
Okay, and what's that about?
I don't know because I haven't looked at the trailer.
You haven't seen the trailer at the theaters at all?
I'm not sure if I have or not, but I was told that there are a lot more showings of this movie. There was only one of, Heretic. Anyway, this one, there's a lot more. I don't remember seeing the trailer, but I probably did. So I'll have to look at the trailer, Google it. Okay?
Well, after Santa Claus is kidnapped, the North Pole's head of security must team up with the world's most infamous bounty hunter in a globe-trotting, action-packed mission to save Christmas. It stars Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, Lucy Liu, J.K. Simmons, Bonnie Hunt, and Nick Kroll.
That sounds really good, but honestly, I don't believe they showed that preview, at least not at Heretic. I don't think so. But anyway, that sounds interesting. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing it. Okay? So that's
Okay. Well, what is there anything else you would like to add, or are you done with your podcast?
I'm finished with my podcast. Thank you.
Are you sure?
Yes, I will go make pumpkin pies now.
Not pumpkin bread?
Well, that too. Oh, yeah, I have to make that too.
Not pumpkin cookies?
I have to find a recipe for pumpkin cookies, but I want to, and I may. Okay. So anyway, enjoy. Goodness, Christmas movies. Oh, things are creeping up fast. Well, that's something I love. Anything has Santa's in it, and I'm sure it will be fun or interesting at least. Okay. Talk to you later.
Can I end your podcast now then? You just keep talking. I'm trying to. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for listening to another riveting episode of Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies. Next week, we'll be back talking about Red One, starring lots of people, and hopefully it is funny, and hopefully my mom can stay awake during that one, but I doubt it. So, alrighty. Well, thanks again, everyone, and we'll chat with you next week.
Bye.